Welcome back, ladies, to another Lady Game Conversations. So today I wanted to talk about something kind of serious. It's really affected my life, and it might even affect yours. Have you ever felt like, God, you've done all this work, like you've done everything you could, and you've done the work, you've given the time, you've put in all your energy, but you still like you don't feel good enough. Like something in you is just like, God, I'm not who I say I am. It's feeling fake, it's feeling phony, it's just not feeling like me, it's not my authentic self. Well, let me tell you something, beauties, it is your authentic self. What you're going through is called imposter syndrome. And I can tell you, imposter syndrome almost took me out the game. Okay, I was feeling small, y'all. So in this video today, I want to discuss imposter syndrome with you. I want to talk about my personal experiences, how I've been able to cope with it, like why it's so bad and why it can really provide, or not provide, but it can damn near destroy you, if you allow it. So let's talk, shall we? So, imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is a bitch. And I try my best not to curse, ladies, but let me tell you, imposter syndrome is such a bitch. For a while there, it was kind of hard when I was thinking about writing my book, Lady Game, which is out on Amazon, Kindle. I let you guys know about that yesterday, but the link is always going to be in the description, honey. So go ahead and get your copy of Lady Game. But it's always been problematic for me when I think about, putting in the work, putting in the energy, and this negative side of my brain. It's like, oh, always saying some effed up stuff like, oh, you're not great, you're not good enough, like you're never going to be a success, you're never going to have your own business, you being an entrepreneur, you just need to do a 9-to-5, honey. That's all you need to do. And there's nothing wrong with a 9-to-5, but I can tell you, like, imposter syndrome has damn near ruined all of the creative energy that I have, that I want to share with others. And I tell myself, you know what? No, like I'm over 40, like I'm a woman of a certain age, and it's time to be that beacon of light for others. Like I want to be able to help and support, which in turn obviously will help and support myself. And I want to be able to teach my daughters that, listen, like regardless of the negative thoughts that start to creep in, no, like you have the right to have a seat at the table, okay? You've made the space for yourself. You've done the work. You've put in the time. You've put in the energy. Go for it. And I want my daughters to be confident in that, and a lot of that stems from lack of confidence. I know for me, even putting this channel together, posting my first video, God, I felt like I was terrified. I felt like, oh my God, like what if nobody likes it? What if I have no views? Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to keep going and keep pursuing my dream of being the best version of myself and showing people that, sharing my experiences, being vulnerable with my audience, because you know what, at the end of the day, people do like real, and I am as real as it gets. I want to make sure that people understand, especially women. It's hard. It's hard being a woman. It's hard showing up and saying, okay, I have all this, I've done all this to myself. Am I still me? Like, am I even still real? Like, is this like, will the real me please stand up? Yes, you're still real. This costs money. You're still real. And everything that you want and everything that you strive for, you're gonna get. So you keep on pushing. Don't let imposter syndrome be the downfall of your dreams and aspirations. Personal story. So from kinder to 8th grade, and I have this in my book, from kinder to 8th grade, it had been, I was always the good student, always was the obedient child, always was on the honor roll, okay? I go to high school, and all of a sudden, there's more competition. First of all, there are more kids at the school, right? High school. And there are people that are smarter than me. And maybe not smarter, but they were getting the awards, and they were on the honor roll, and I, for the first time in my life, could not get on the honor roll. Like I wasn't on it. Now, mind you, high school, if anybody knows me, I did great in high school, got good grades. I was in AP classes, like I did very well for myself in high school. But when I did not reach that achievement and hit that status that I was always used to hitting and achieving, oh my God, it was just lights over for me. Like everything felt bleak. I felt disappointed in myself. I was very discouraged. And that feeling has consistently crept back into my life. Like that moment where I'm just like, damn, I'm really not as good as I think I am. I really am not as smart as I say I am, as I portray to be. It's bullshit, ladies. You are smart. You know what you want. You are who you are. You have to be confident in that. And that's what I want to display today. Like, even doing this video, sometimes I get a little nervous. Sometimes I get a little like, oh, am I good enough? Hell yeah, I'm fucking good enough. Yes, I am her. I am. Yes, I am. And so don't let imposter syndrome get in the way of your dreams and doing what you really want to do. Now, why is imposter syndrome like so bad? Because it pushes for like this perfect, like you have to be perfect, you know, and then you'll overwork and you'll be exhausted and you won't have all the energy you need for other things, for self-care. I know for me, I was always trying to be perfect, you know, and you're just not going to be perfect. Like, things are not going to be perfect all the time. You're going to have to understand and feel confident and comfortable, really, and the fact that it's not going to be perfect all the time. You're not going to have a perfect video. You're not going to have a perfect day. Your friends are going to be perfect. Your husband's not going to be perfect. You know what I mean? Your relationships might not be perfect. And you can only give a certain amount of energy a day, you know? So you can't just give everybody, just give one person or one thing, just everything. No. You have to understand that it takes time. Everything takes time. This journey that I'm on takes time, right? So I want to make sure that I make that clear. And I want to tell you like certain things that I'm doing to really just try to overcome this imposter syndrome. So what I've been telling myself lately is like, believe in yourself. One, believe in yourself. Just try to believe in yourself. Even if you feel delulu, my oldest says delulu, delusional, that's okay. Feel delulu. It's, brainwash yourself. That is literally how you manifest. You have to keep saying the same thing over again. Keep believing in yourself until you literally have this permanent thought in your head, right? This permanent positive thought, right? So believe in yourself. Let's get to number 2, right? Negative thoughts. Lord, negative thoughts. I hate negative thoughts, but you know what? We all get them, and they're going to keep flooding your brain. Negative thoughts are just a part of life. So when you feel negative, reframe it. Reframe it, right? So for instance, my channel, my book, being successful, I'm like, oh my God, what if no one ever buys the book? Like, what if none of what I'm thinking of doing, my beautiful creative idea, doesn't blossom? Okay, that's a negative thought. But now reframe it. What if it does? Isn't that a good thought? What if it does? What if I blow up? What if I help out millions of women? Right? It's not that far-fetched to think that, right? And even if it is technically, who gives a shit? If it's far-fetched, that's fine. It's fine, but keep saying it. Keep saying it. Keep living in that. It can sound delulu. That's fine, but keep saying it. Reframe that negative thought, right? Now, another thing that I want to make sure that this is for me, I definitely have to follow through on this, even for myself, right? Taking action builds confidence. Taking action, for instance, and I know that most people who are watching this who don't take that action are going to really resonate with this one. Dieting, just saying, you know what? I'm going to commit to my diet and I'm going to put action towards it. Then don't eat the damn cookie. Don't eat that. Don't eat any sugary sweets. Stay away from carbs. Like, you can have a healthy way of life, right? You don't have to eat the bad stuff. If you commit to saying, I'm on a diet, be on the diet. If you commit to going to the gym, you're going to the gym, right? You have to commit to doing it. Like, put in action behind that manifestation, behind that desire, right? That's going to help you build this resistance against this damn imposter syndrome. It's going to help you. And so what I'm doing personally is I'm saying, okay, you know what? If I say that I'm going to make a video, I'm going to make the video. If I say I'm going to, work on writing another book, which is going to come out soon. But if I say I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. Like, I'm going to put action towards the things that I want to do. And so those key things are things that I do to ensure that I am resisting imposter syndrome with every beat of my soul. Because like I said, it is very difficult when you have these negative thoughts that are drowning out all your creativity, all the positive thoughts. It's just drowning them out. You're never going to be who you truly want to be, like, just say, forget about the authentic part, right? But whatever you want to be, right? Like whatever you're striving to be, maybe it isn't as authentic as you want to. Say you don't want to be, a doctor, right? You want to be a doctor because your parents have told you your whole life, you should be a doctor because we said it and you make a lot of money and you're going to help out our family and build a legacy. Okay, but it isn't really what you want, but you're like, F it, I'm gonna strive for it and do it. Okay, well then you need to make sure you drown out all those negative thoughts that you can't do it, that you don't like blood, you don't even like people, you might not even like kids, like whatever, just drown all that out and just know that you can do it. Keep going, don't stop. If you're committing to it, don't stop, keep going. It is very important to do so. It's important to stick. You need that stick-to-itiveness. You need to make sure that you're going to go the distance. And that's what I'm doing. So I wanted to make sure that I shared a little bit of what I've done due to the fact that I do have this issue with imposter syndrome. And listen, I want to know what you think. Tell me, let's talk. Have you ever had an issue with imposter syndrome? And tell me about, a time where you did. I'd love to hear how you resolved it because I'm always trying to figure out, like, how can I be better? These are just some tips, and mind you, your story can help somebody else. Always share. And that's what this channel is about. I want ladies, let's help each other. This is women empowerment, helping each other get through these issues that we go through all day. And not that men don't go through this, but women, we do have it hard. We do. It can get rough. So I want us to empower each other, to share our stories, to be vulnerable. Talk to me. Tell me if you've ever struggled with imposter syndrome. Leave a heart in the comments if you resonate with this at all. Share, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much for checking me out today, ladies. Until next time, ciao, beautiful.